it's me Karthik. Hope you guys are doing really good. Now I have a string here, and let's say the value is 12 inside it, and I wanted to convert the string to integer. There were two possibilities I have. First one is integer.valueOf, second one is integer.parseInt. Then what is the exact difference among them, we will go in detail in this tutorial. Okay, so as we are saying, I have a string, let's say like s is equal to 12. Then when I use string dot value of, what happens is it will return me an integer type. This is a wrapper class. Okay, and whereas this will return me int primitive type. Okay, this is the main difference, and we will see why you need to use one, why you don't need to use other. Okay, there is a performance difference as well, we will see that. Okay, so first let's go with the one we have discussed. So integer dot value of s, and if I introduce a local variable here, then you could see here it is a wrapper class. Okay, it is a wrapper class, right? Cool. Now one thing I can do is like integer dot parse int of that same s. Then what happens here is like it is returning me a simple simple primitive type. Okay, here number 1 is equal to number 1. Let's print both of them. Okay, number 2. Then you could see both of them are 12. Then let's say like we have ABC. Then what happens is like both of them will return me number format exception. Let's say I have null. Okay, both of them actually returns as the number format exception in case of not number format exception, in case of not able to convert. That is fine. Then what exactly the difference? As of now we have simply seen integer and int. The thing is which I need to use is, I recommended to use this method instead of parseInt. Why here is because there is a concept of caching here. Okay, caching is done on integers. Okay, caching is done on integer within a range of -128 to +127. If this range is there, value of will use the caching concept, whereas parseInt will never use caching concept. Because of this, there is a slight performance difference as well. I'll tell you why. Okay, so let's say like here only, let's keep this as a 12. Okay, and here instead of this, now we have good with parseInt, right? So let's duplicate this, keep it here. Now I wanted to use is like, let's say 12. Okay, then what will happen is both of them will return me true. Okay, because here 12 is string converted to integer. Here 12, it will check in entire application 12 is available or not. Here it's not available, so it creates it. Whereas when it comes to 12, here that object is already there, uses the existing reference. Okay, that is why it is both of them are same. Let me show you with this. Okay, it should return me true here, right? Now let's say like I have changed this to 150, I have changed this to 150, both of them are same. Then you could argue that both will result in true, but it's not, it is false, because the range is beyond 127. Here the range is minus 128 to 127, right? So it is beyond this range, so for both of them it will create a separate integers. So if the range is minus 128 to 127, Java will automatically perform the caching concept, and it will do that. Because of that, performance will also be improved, isn't it? Good thing. Then I have int and integers. Now you are clear, right? I suggest you guys to use it integers instead of int. Okay, that is the one thing I would suggest you guys to do it. And the second thing is, like, when you are working with, even though you have this, but uh, when you are working with the collections, always use integer. And when you're working with APIs, always use integers. This one is primitive type, we have discussed in other videos as well. Arithmetic operations, like I have for loops and all, that is where I can go for int type. Hope this is useful and informative for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. It's Mika.